ver si ahora... Joder, macho. Me jode, los tenía ya casi... A uno por lo menos casi ya muerto. Continuar. Joder. Tendré que hacerlo todo otra vez. Bueno. Yo creo que voy a hacer el primero. Es tratar a los pibes. A ver si luego se me va a olvidar. Joder. Vale. Si se ha guardado, ¿no? A ver. Bueno. Puede valer. Bueno. Ya deja.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Habrá reaparecido este tío. Cargando. Pero... ¿Qué coño más? Ah, mira, sí. A ver si no se da cuenta. Y le voy a meter un hostia a la... A la mierda. A ver, que he visto ya algo, ¿no? Ah, pues no sé. ¿Es eso?
It's locked, all right.
Qué putada que está cerrado. Vamos a ver. People de por aquí. El pibe este, ¿dónde coño está? Bueno, el periodista sé que está más o menos por la iglesia. No. No. A ver. Desconocido. A ver. A ver, uno de estos.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you need help, sir?
I only need you to purchase something from my shop, sir.
Vale,
Goodbye
este
for
está
now,
sano.
Mr. Lewis.
Pero entonces... Este.
You again? What do you want this time?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
A ver... La piba esta...
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Eso pinta muy feo.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
Todo manda.
Then you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work.
Estás
I am, however,
putilla.
curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
Joder. No la
I
cosa.
always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Atrás.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger.
Me va a mandar a tomar
And you
por
think
culo.
that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
Joder, puto dinero.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room in a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Vale. Adiós.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Pues vale. A ver. Ese no me vale. ¿Dónde estará el puto detective, macho? A ver, voy a mirar por aquí. Vale, esos ya son tíos con los que hay que luchar. A ver si... Joder, macho. Está bien jodido este tío.
This is despicable.
Pues veo que no. Es el nivel 8, ese me lo fundo ya mismo. Mi campeón.
I cannot enter.
En serio. Joder. Vale.
Imprisoned by your daily routine, unable to see the true horror around you.
Premio.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
La puta madre. Pues se curaba un men. A ver. Estos están curados. Este tío yo sé dónde coño estarán. Espera. Tú, Margarita.
Good evening, Mr. Nivico.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Tell me, Mr. Nivico, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir, Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her.
Y va a ser una chunga, ya verás.
Certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
Va a pintar feo.
I fear you are a hopeless
Este es un parguelita.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
You don't really make a living from your scribblings, do you, Richard?
No, sir, I don't. I work so hard. I put all my time, my energy, my devotion into the precise carving of words.
When she was younger, my mother was a painter and a poet. She told me many times how poor her artist friends were, and how she helped them.
My parents pay for my rent, my food, and my clothes. All I have to give them in return is lies they do not believe.
You seem embarrassed.
Someday I hope to proudly offer my first publication to my parents. Until that day, I'll remain the failure of a son they have to support.
Es un mantenido, el hijo de puta. Bueno.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
Ahora
I
toma.
understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
Anda,
I'll leave you alone, sir.
pues otro tío que está más sano, ¿no? A ver. Vale, tengo que encontrar a este tío. Darius Petrescu. A ver, ¿dónde puedo encontrar al Darius Petrescu este? A ver, Camelia, hija de mi vida.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Ay, que no
I
habla.
know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. You don't seem to need my medical attention for now.
Vale, adiós.
Very well. Goodbye then.
Aquí veo cosas. Eso está sano. A ver, ¿qué hay aquí? No hay una mierda. Y la gafa.
It's locked, all right.
El padre matado. A ver que esto se abre.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Even my dreams.
¿Quién voy a pasar a ver? A ver. Agotamiento, joder.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough, like. Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness.
Madre mía, estos juegos se les hablan.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
I'm sure your father did his best when he found this house. Times are tough for everyone, young man.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful.
Y lleva
for what
razón
you've
tu
got.
padre.
But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
¿Por qué no, macho?
Life here is so terrible for you. Why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so.
Eres un mierda.
I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
Vale, pues fuera ya
I
no
will
puedo.
see you later. Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Pues te voy a robar ya que estoy aquí, chacho. Y va a ser por tu propio bien. Porque si a lo mejor encuentro cositas. A ver.
It's locked.
Qué bien.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
I should never have taken up.
A ver... ¿Qué evento? A ver. ¿Dónde es el evento ese? En la casa esta. No sé dónde es el evento hecho. Anda, mira. Acá. No me jodas, se ha convertido en un vampiro la doctora esta. Qué zorra. Llave pequeña de que... Ah, pues ahí seguro. Vaya, se ha convertido en vampiro la piba esta. Ese no estaba antes, ¿no? A ver. Pero entonces... Pues vaya.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Sí, comiendo ratas.
It's locked, all right.
Es que hay un tío que está muy jodido. Ay, ay, ay. ¿Cómo llego ahí?
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the exact same question, Mr. Doctor. Now leave me alone.
I heard what happened to Nurse Crane. How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu?
Everything was going well until you arrived. Dorothea helped people and will be sorely missed.
I regret it too. I wish she'd continued working at the Pembroke Hospital. She was a good nurse.
So you put an end to the operation. Did you put an end to Dorothea as well?
You seem to have a lot on your chest, sir. What's wrong?
I heard you are a famous surgeon. Tell me, what did you do to Dorothea? She was so bright, so clever. Then you made her an empty shell.
I didn't use drugs or medical trickery, Mr. Petrescu. All I did was talk to Nurse Crane. I promise you.
But what happened to her then? After you left, she did not even recognize me. Then she got careless and sick, and I had to flee.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our
Pues al final va a ser buena tía.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia.
Pero ¿por qué me sale así de tarro todavía?
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water from you, Doctor. I don't need your help.
Yes.
Pues toma, anda.
Please, take this. You will feel better.
I said I don't want anything. But I'll keep this for those who really need it.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. But I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Are you living on the streets, Mr. Petrescu?
And why not? Those who believe they'll be safe behind walls are blind.
Why are you so aggressive?
I remember the night you came here and convinced me to open my door to you, sir. I'd like to punch you right at your chops.
What about your house?
My house is always open to any poor soul needing a roof. All my work here is lost now that Dorothea is gone, thanks to you.
Ay, me siento mal.
What do you plan to do now that Nurse Crane is gone?
I'm not sure. Strange men came to see me after Dorothea's death, with strange weapons and very odd stories.
What kind of stories?
Stories all Romanian children know. It was as if I was home again. Vampires, Mr. Doctor. Vampires.
Pues son historias de verdad.
Aren't you too old to hold a weapon and listen to scary stories?
Yes, I am old and alone and will die soon, but if these stories are true, maybe I have found myself another cause.
Goodbye,
Adiós.
Mr. Petrescu.
Falta este tío de agotamiento y este. Se parece un huevo a este, ¿no? Bueno, pues vale. ¿Y esta señora?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
¿Quién es esta? Nada. Soy de Londres.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
If I could get some blood. What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street? Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed. And I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live. This is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife. Albert's
Joder.
mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I will see you later. I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
De puta madre. Tratamientos para las migrañas. A ver, por aquí a dónde voy. Vale, para ahí no tengo que ir. ¿Es por ahí? Sí. ¿Qué hay aquí? ¿Y ese tío?
You look and smell worse than the shit in the gutter, old man.
Sort of bloody joke to you, eh? Stupid drugs from the sick and stuff.
Este es el hijo, ¿no?
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Ah, pues que te tomas por culo. Gilipollas. A ver. Necesito tratamientos para las migrañas. No, de verdad.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man. Good evening, Christine.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can. Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities, but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that? Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
Toma remedio.
With this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Ya, estoy haciendo de médico, vaya. Crítico. Pero si los he curado a todos. Me falta este tío que tiene migraña. Pero es que no lo he descubierto cómo se hace todavía. Ahí va la puta mascarilla. Vale, es por ahí. Pero ¿y esta puerta?
It's locked.
A ver si ahora no sé qué me queda pillado. Joder. Es imposible, oye.